Hopefully, they got everything straight now. What's going on with the system? But anyway, this is Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in. Hope everybody is having a great week. Uh, as I always say, regardless to where you are right now, the thing to understand is that you're in a journey. That means that you are not static, you are dynamic, meaning that you are moving. Sometimes you're moving at a more rapid pace than others, but you are in motion. Unfortunately, there are going to be those times where you take a few steps backwards. You have to see life as a continuum. This tension on which you're moving, and your goal is to move forward. But sometimes the forces and the weight and the gravity of a moment can pull you backwards. And you've heard people say two steps. I mean, one step forward, two steps back. Well, hopefully, that isn't the story of your life. You're gonna have some moments where you press forward and you get knocked back further than you move forward. And it'll take some of the force and the breath out of what you're trying to accomplish. But at the end of the day, the goal is to keep pushing. It's about perseverance. It's about resilience. It's about consistency. It's about understanding who you are. It's about having something bigger than you that's pulling you, your purpose, your destiny, the reason that you're literally here. And everyone has it. Everyone has it. So I want to encourage you, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're going through, don't give up. Do not give up. Do not turn into and give into the things that are pulling you and pressing you and challenging you. Don't buy into the lies of the moment, the lies of your circumstances that tell you you're not worthy, the lies of your circumstances that tell you you're not smart enough, you're not young enough, you're not strong enough, you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough. And all of these different things come. Don't allow that to turn you around, because you're built for every moment that you face. It may not feel like it at times. It may feel as if you're being overwhelmed. It may feel that life is crushing you. But I'm challenging you. Stand in there. Square your shoulders. Hold your head up. Look into your purpose. Look towards your destiny. In that, you find something bigger than you. You find the promises of God. You find the promises of your design. You find a reason for getting up in the morning and saying thank you. And I want to encourage you, no matter what it is you're facing, no matter what it is you're going through. I want to encourage you to be everything that you this system is just not going to act right, is it? Check this out. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that gets it done. I'm not sure what's happening right now, but it is all kinds of stuff going on. But anyway, hopefully you can definitely see and hear me. All right. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how much effort you put into something, it doesn't seem to be working? Whether it's a relationship, whether it's your business, whether it's your job, whether it's becoming better with your finances, starting a new business, whatever it is. Have you ever sit up and wondered what in the world is going on? Have you ever sit up and wondered, you know, what in the world is happening? I'm doing everything I can and nothing seems to work. And I want to talk to you, because there are people out there, and don't get me wrong, grinding and striving and pushing and doing all that's definitely a part of the equation. But let me tell you something, there's more to the equation than just the effort. You have to be in alignment, and you have to be in the right place. You have to be doing the right things. And I do definitely encourage you to understand what I'm about to share with you. If you have unchecked trauma, if you have unchecked trauma, if you have issues that you have not dealt with. You haven't done the healing. You haven't done the work. There's going to be inexplicable behaviors that challenge you. There's going to be moments in which things don't line up. There's going to be situations in which your behavior takes you out of opportunities. There's going to be situations in which your behavior explodes moments that were meant to embrace you. And you're not going to understand it. And you're going to consistently create this cycle. And you're going to wonder, why is it that success always seems to be just out of my reach? And the answer to it is, you haven't healed. You're taking past experiences into present realities, and you're contaminating future opportunities. I want to encourage you, no matter what you're going through, no matter what is happening, no matter what you may be dealing with, I want to encourage you to be everything that you can be. Hopefully that does it, but I can't even get a reading on it. But anyway, I don't see any money. So hopefully it's going through. If anybody's listening, if you can just type "I can hear you" or "I can't hear you," so that I'll know if I'm even coming through to you guys, I would appreciate it. Just yes, I can hear you, or no, I can't. All right, look, there are a number of different things that will stop you when you're trying to achieve something, when you're trying to take life to the next level. Limiting beliefs. We did a master class on limiting beliefs a few weeks back. It was very explosive. It was very, very, very powerful. We are going to be doing a master class this week on healing emotional and psychological trauma. And we're going to be talking about how it impacts you. We're going to be talking about how you approach healing. We're going to be talking about what are some of the things that can be happening when you have unhealed trauma. We're going to be talking about how do you unpack it? How do you process it? How do you integrate it? Then we're going to learn some techniques and some coping mechanisms that are going to allow us to manage our emotional and psychological issues while we heal, so that we are able to take advantage of opportunities, to even see opportunities to work and be able to take hold of the opportunities that are before us. And so I am excited about it. It's this Saturday, June 11th at noon. Um, Enroll. Uh, we In these master classes, we go deep. We touch. You get to ask questions. You get to talk about the things that bother you. If somebody could just type in the chat box or the comment field wherever you're watching that you can hear me, I would really appreciate it. Yes, I can hear you. No, I can't. I would really appreciate it, because I'm not getting the feedback I need to know that I'm being heard. I hate to do, an entire segment and you can't hear me. But anyway, with that being said, look, I want to make sure that you get to win. And one of the ways that I'm going to do that is by having these classes once or twice a month, where we're going to tackle some of the primary forces that move against people when they're trying to elevate their lives. Some of the things from the myths about how you approach things, from the myth of perfection, from the myth of lack, so many other things. But some of the things we definitely have to attack is the limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are unbelievably strong and powerful, and they hold you in check from even attempting to do things that can advance you. Another thing is unhealed trauma. Unhealed trauma creates behaviors that are inexplicable to everyone else, and you lack the understanding as well. And so there's this thing, and you start to just say, hey, that's just who I am. That's just how I am. No, that's unhealed trauma expressing itself in behavior as you experience what we call traumatic memories. Traumatic memories are different than traditional or conventional memories in that they don't possess a timestamp. They are live. You're not remembering something, you're reliving it. And it will trigger all kinds of behavior that is destructive, self sabotaging, uh, diminishing. I mean, it can take you places, and a lot of times people don't understand it. A lot of times people don't realize they're there. A lot of times people are literally being driven into the most destructive state they can be in. And to them, it makes perfectly good sense because they're processing it through the lens of their trauma. And I want to help people deal with that. No, you're not going to come to this masterclass and leave healed, but you will leave with a better understanding of what's going on in your life. You will leave with some tools that will help you manage it while you move through the process of healing. You will leave with an awareness of what's possible in your life despite everything that you may be currently going through. I want to challenge you to sign up for this course, and this is what I'm going to do. I am going to pull two names of the enrollees that attend this class, and I'm going to give one. The first one I pull will receive a uh, platinum experience package, which is a 10,502 sessions with yours truly. One person will receive that. I will pull that. Uh, the next, I will pull two names. The next one, I will give a gold package, a $6,950 package. That's 26 weeks of working with yours truly. And obviously, if we're dealing with trauma, that's going to be one of the first things we approach. We're going to work on building an entire platform of success, and this is what I do. And I want to work with as many people as possible. And I know that a lot of people don't have that in their budget, so I'm finding ways to reach people to ensure everybody leaves with more value than what they invested. I'm going to give everyone else who attends two rapid change breakthrough sessions, which are worth $350 each. So that's $700 value on top of the course you're already getting. So with that being said, look, it's time for you to take advantage of opportunities to change your life. It's time for you to actually say, I'm doing it. This is the time that I'm going to make the move to change. This is what I am going to do to elevate my life. I'm telling you, we're going to tackle some things that I think everyone needs to understand. Number one, there's no such thing as perfection. Number two, there's no such thing as circumventing life's struggles, disappointments, vicissitudes, none of that. Things are going to come. Uh, it's not in getting around the problem. It's finding the way to successfully move through it. It's finding a way to allow the challenge to strengthen you. See, you got to understand it. You got to be able to perceive it in a way that it does what it's supposed to do. Most of the time, the storm ends up causing more harm because we're seeing it wrong. The challenge causes more harm because we're seeing it as something that's meant to destroy us when it's actually there to strengthen and prepare us. But that happens a lot when you're viewing it through the lens of trauma because everything is a threat. So when you move into something, instead of saying this is an opportunity to become better, you see it as a threat and you respond to it. A lot of times you misinterpret things because you see it as a threat. And that is, you're seeing it through the lens again of your trauma. So you misinterpret it and it's an opportunity and not a threat. It's a chance for elevation and not a threat. It's a chance to be embraced and loved, not a threat. But how you see it through your trauma, especially a lot of you that experience trauma in your childhood. You know, you probably been gaslighted by family members telling you, hey man, that was way back then. It's time to get over it. You got to get over it. You got to move on, let it go. But you haven't dealt with it. You haven't had the help you need to move through it. And you're still there and you're battling it and you don't know how, and it frustrates you, and you have these moments of depression and you don't know what to do with that. And so there's this constant cycle of helplessness that's moving through your life. That is not your lot in life. Being stuck is not your lot in life. Being helpless is not your lot in life. Living in poverty is not your lot in life. Living life not being loved the way you want to be loved is not your lot in life. You don't have to accept the situations that you're in. You can rise above it. You can be better. You can have better. You can do better. But it's going to require you to be willing to invest in yourself and take the necessary steps to move towards something better in your life. And sometimes that first step is scary because it's going to require you to confront some things that you've been trying to get around and forget and leave behind you. But the anchor is attached to you and you're dragging it everywhere you go, and it's interfering with your life. I'm telling you, there's a way to deal with it. I'm inviting you to come forward and work with me in this masterclass on this coming Saturday noon, Saturday, June 11th at noon. Even if you don't attend, you'll still get to see the class because I will be recording it. I will be distributing it back out as a part of the course, but those who don't attend will get the recorded version. And they'll get to ask questions via email or phone call with me. So you'll still get the benefit of the course even if you don't attend, and your name will still be entered into that bag to be drawn to win that platinum package or that gold package. Again, I'm giving away a platinum package worth $10,500. That's my flagship package. That's what most of my clients end up. Even if they start with a smaller package, they end up coming to the platinum because they see the benefit of long-term engagement. The second would be the gold package, which is a $6,950 package. That's 26 weeks of working with me. I'm giving those two away. Then for everybody else who's enrolled, whether you attend or not, I'm giving away 2 rapid change breakthrough sessions. That is $350 each, so a $700 value on top of the fact that we're going to confront trauma on that day. On that note, look, I'm going to leave. I'm going to get off. I've got to get ready for a client, but I am challenging you. Don't keep cycling your trauma. Don't keep cycling less than desirable results that you deep down inside know can be better. It's time to understand why. It's time to understand how. It's time to understand what can be done. It's time to take action. And this is an opportunity to do it. I want to see you there. We are going in. Be prepared. This is going to be intense. This is going to be intense because we're talking about some very intimate and integral parts of your life and how they've impacted you. But we're talking about it for the purpose of bringing it to the surface so that we can properly process it and properly integrate it and properly move on. I am excited. On that note, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Again, the link to enroll is in the description box. Who knows? You may be the person who wins that $10,500 platinum package. I know the 2 people who won last masterclass, I gave 2 platinum packages away. And Alma and Keisha Stevens, Alma Williams, excuse me. Looking forward to working with both of them. And I want to work with you as well. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable